This is the Halting Winter podcast. My name is Seth Winterhalter. I'm your host today. Halting Winter is here to empower small business owners to break free from the daily grind and achieve exponential growth in their revenue and in their profits. Just because you're a small business does not mean you have to have small revenues. It is time to increase. It is time to grow. It is time to enjoy the business that you started. Remember that. You started your business not to break free from the 9-to-5 grind, to break free from having someone tell you what to do and tell you how to do it. No, you started a small business to give back, to live the life that you want to live, to do the things that you want to do. So it's time to do that. And it's time to do that with a smile on your face, not with stress and overwhelm. So if we can be a part of that, man, use one of the links below in the show notes and reach out to us. We'd appreciate if you'd subscribe to this podcast, either on your audio device, whether that's, Spotify or Overdrive, Apple, whatever you're using. Subscribe, maybe leave leave a comment and help the algorithm so other people can find this, or go share this podcast on one of the social media realms that you follow and you participate on. Another way is to go to YouTube. If you want to see my ugly mug, you can go watch the videos of these podcasts there. That's another place to subscribe and to leave comments. Let us know what you're actually applying. Let us know how, maybe you have questions about the content. Maybe you have more insights to give, or let us know what you're doing in your small business to take the content we're giving and apply it so that you can grow, so that you can scale, so that you can generate more revenue and more profit. That would inspire us and help us know that we're making an impact and keep doing these. Again, we do this for free. We're just here to help. We want the podcast to be a help. So today I'm going to talk about a free tool. In fact, a free tool that we use to help businesses take the first step in really assessing themselves. This tool is called My Business Report. It's created by Business Made Simple. Don Miller runs the Business Made Simple company, of which I'm a certified business coach. In fact, my goal for 2023 is just to become the best Business Made Simple certified coach in the Pacific Northwest. I love Don. I love his company. We together want to see small business owners thrive. We want to see small businesses succeed. Again, we believe just because you're a small business does not mean you can't have big revenue. And in fact, the more revenue, the more profits you make, we believe, the more you're investing then into the community that you live in. That's why we love small businesses, because small businesses impact local areas. And it's not just because you have a product, not just because you're making money, so you're going to buy more, stuff, bigger houses and more cars and take more vacations. Sure, you're going to do that too. That helps the economy. But the bigger your business is, the more successful your business is, the more it's going to use other small businesses, right? For bookkeeping, for accountant, for other services and softwares and programs that just continue to give back, right? And so small businesses are the way the world turns. And so we want to see you succeed. This report, and again, this is what I'm talking about today on the podcast, the My Business Report is the framework, it's the boiled down framework of Business Made Simple. Right? So let me explain. An airplane needs 6 main parts to fly, and your business needs 6 components to stay healthy. If any of these parts of your plane, of your business, are unhealthy, the plane has a likelihood of crashing. So think about this. The cockpit of your plane, the cockpit of your business is your leadership. That is where you're setting mission. That is where you are driving the momentum of the business. If you don't have good leadership, if you don't have clarity, I think leadership is all about communication. And if you are not clear in where you are steering the ship, where you're steering the plane, I always default to a ship, and so we'll use the plane and the ship together, I guess. If you don't know where you're going, if you don't know where you're flying, if you don't have a clear destination, that is not going to go well for the rest of that plane. Leadership is vital. That's the cockpit. You have 2 engines. You have a right engine, you have a left engine of a plane. The right engine is marketing. What is your message? How is your message getting to your specific customers? Do you know your customer? Are you just trying to reach everyone, or do you have clarity on the customer that you are trying to reach? Do you know where that customer is? Do you know what their problem is and how your product or service solves it? marketing, the right engine. The left engine then is sales. Once we market, once we have a captivating message that compels them to come to us, we need to actually sell them the product and service. We need to make sure that we close the sale, that we didn't get an excuse why they couldn't buy our product and service to solve their problem. So we need to make sure that our sales system is functioning well to actually sell the products and services that we have. Number 4 then are the wings. And this is your products. This is your service. This is what you are offering. This is how you are solving the problem of your customer. These are the solutions. So, do you have clarity on your products? Number 5 is the body of the plane. This is your overhead. This is your operations. This is your team. This is what is going on to make to actually fulfill, right, those sales. This is the back end. This is, how do you actually deliver on the solution that you've promised to those customers with those specific problems. Number 6 is the fuel tanks. That's your cash flow. You got to make sure that you have cash, and not only that you have cash, but you have a system to how to organize that cash so it works for you. One of the areas, in fact, I talked about this earlier this week in our series on common small business problems. Number 8, the number 8 problem was finances. And the more I work with small businesses, the more I realize how many of these small businesses have no structure in place to deal with their cash. In fact, that's why the problem number 8 was with common small business problems was it said the number one problem when small business owners were interviewed, the number one problem they stated was cash flow, that they do not have, what did I say? Their number one problem or their challenge, it said the lack of capital or cash flow was their number one challenge. And my response to that was, I think that's a felt need. It's not a reality, though. And I'm not saying cash flow is not a reality. I think if you had a system for managing your cash so that your cash worked for you instead of working against you, if you don't have a system for it, if it just goes into one bank account and then out of there you got to figure out where it's going, that is not working for you. That is causing massive stress. And so you need your fuel to be the best fuel possible, and you need it in tanks. You need to know where your cash is so you know how to use that to move the company forward. So again, the 6 parts of a business are your leadership, your marketing, your sales, your products, your overhead, and your operations are one together, and then your cash flow. And when you take the My Business Report, that's this 10-minute online assessment, very easy to take, you're going to see which of the 6 areas of your small business, you're going to see what areas are performing well, and you're going to see what areas need some improvement. And you're going to get some initial insights in how to make some fixes. And that's the beauty of then having a coach go through that with you. That's why I give out this report for free, is that I love to go over it with you and go, man, if these are real problems, we have some real solutions for you. And depending on what those problems are, we have some specific solutions that can really help you make some ground, can really turn those problem areas into areas that are soaring, into areas that are now going to operate at peak performance. Instead of being problems, they're now going to be areas of profit, helping your business move. So I want to encourage you to take this assessment. The link is going to be below. And not only is the assessment going to help generate cash flow for you, I believe, it's going to help you set a trajectory. It's going to help you know what to do next so that you know what to prioritize in your business. And again, it's a 10-minute long assessment. It's going to help you optimize your small business for revenue and profit. So I want to encourage you to take time to assess the business. Take time. Now, again, this isn't the report is 10 minutes long. You get a customized PDF report back with all that information. And then I'd encourage you to schedule a call, to reach out to me and say, hey, can we go over my report? I would love to get your insights into how I might go about tuning up the weak parts of the company. Would love to talk with you and see how we might do that. So again, go to the link below, My Business Report. It's in the show notes, and take the free assessment and let's see what it shows. And remember, can I say this before you do this? I think that here's the issue with especially leaders. Leaders, when they take assessments, will do 2 things. And I want to encourage you to do this. Just be as honest as possible. And it's not that you don't want to be honest. It's that here's the issue. I think leaders struggle with what do we want to answer aspirationally. we want to answer it because it's like we're taking a test. Like, I want to get an A. So you're going to think, how can I think when it asks me how my leadership is doing, and it gives me some specific questions about leadership, I'm going to have a tendency to maybe answer that aspirationally because I'm the leader and I want to look good. I want to, and it's not that you're lying. It's that you may be able to justify a positive answer to the question instead of a more truthful answer. So just be careful of that tendency to want to answer assessments aspirationally into what could be or on its best day instead of saying what really is. Because the more truthful you are, the more honest and vulnerable you are, the better you'll actually get a look at what the business is doing, how you're doing, and what you really need to row into. Now, that doesn't mean you need to be an Eeyore and be like, everything sucks. No, be vulnerable and honest and transparent, and answering it is effectively as possible, so you can really get a good look at the plane and which parts. Again, you should have parts that are thriving, and you will have parts that are not humming. If they were humming, you probably wouldn't be taking an assessment. You'd be on the beach in the Bahamas, right, sipping Mai Tais. So make sure that you take the assessment well so that we can help you well, so you get feedback well. So again, take the assessment and let's see what areas of the plan you need to work on, and then, man, set up a call with me and let's get to work. Would love to just inspire you, even if we don't work together in the future. I just love meeting small business owners, and if I can encourage you, if I can give you some pointers so that you can get off the runway, I would love to do that. That would be a joy of mine. My goal is, right, to help thousands of small business owners to grow their revenues and profits. I want you to get out of the weeds. I want you to get up into the air and soaring, because you deserve to enjoy your work. You deserve, because of the risk and the investment you have taken to launch a small business, I believe fully, wholeheartedly, you deserve to enjoy that. You deserve to make money. You deserve to give your products and services to the world for a price that actually allows you to make profit. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing evil about that. That is hogwash if people are saying that junk. That stuff is said by people who won't take the risk that you have taken. So be rewarded for that risk. Don't be selfish. Don't be narcissistic. But offer great products that then, right, are worth great prices. That's what I think. So your products are solving problems for people. They are awesome solutions. And so if you can really stand behind your product and see it that way, then I believe you should charge the prices that are worth that. So hopefully you are inspired today, encouraged. I hope you take the free assessment, My Business Report, and I hope that we set up a call to go over your results. That would be awesome. So there it is. Think about the 6 parts of your business. Think about your leadership. Think about your sales and your marketing, your products, your overhead and operations, and your cash flow. And let's make sure those are tuned in and operating at peak performance so that you can fly farther, higher, and faster towards increased revenue and profits. This is Seth Winterhalter. Until next time.